Hello my friend, welcome to another adventure in my truck camper.
This week, I'm letting you in on a little full-time truck camping secret, comparing campground life to dispersed camping and why I really think you need both to enjoy life on the road. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you prefer.
Let's go. Good morning from an empty campground. I know you often see me out on adventures in the middle of nowhere, off grid, but I too run out of supplies and often I get questions on how I deal with that. And this is one of the ways, with a yearly campground pass. This is actually my favorite time of year to camp because it's off season and everybody's gone back to school. So the campground's pretty empty, so it's still pretty private and quiet. If you join a campground pass, you can find campgrounds that are close to where you want to go out into the middle of nowhere, but then come back after extended periods of time and re-up on supplies. As you can see, I'm plugged into shore power, so all the 110 plugs are running off this right now, so I can charge all of my power stations back up. I refilled my water tank. I took a nice hot long shower in the bathroom across the street. I can get groceries, laundry, little Starlink Mini that has been another game changer. It's a cheaper monthly subscription fee and it's so small. Actually sits in the front of the truck window when I'm sitting in like a parking lot. I can pull it out, stick it on the hood, on the ground. Usually these campground passes, there's multiple ones. You don't have to get the most expensive. You can get a basic one that just allows you access. It's also a really cool way of meeting other like-minded people that also live and travel in vehicles. It's really been a wonderful solution to so many problems I had when I first started out living and traveling in a truck camper. And then I can head back out on an adventure.
Here we are again. Autumn's knocking at the door, and I'm excited to be back in my truck camper. With summer quickly coming to an end, it's only fitting to visit one of my favorite swimming holes before Mother Nature welcomes in fall.
So blue. Look at this, the way the water has worn down the rock. Water comes all the way down here and into the blue pool, right there.
Living freely. What does that mean to you? When I first started this journey, it was a goal of mine to live freely and to be happy. I think it's a commonality very many of us share. What I've come to realize is that you have to accept the possibility that freedom does not guarantee happiness. People wake up every day. They move, they go to work, they go through the rhythms. Why? People do what they do, not just because they have to, but because they're anxious. That happiness is only possible somewhere else from where they're at now.
I have to soak in as much sunshine as I can before winter comes in.
Really, the reality is that the way you create, shape, and tell the story of your life truly determines if it's a happy one. So write your story wisely.
Up here, there's some little shade pockets so you can relax in the water, cool off out of the sun. You see the quartz? Veins of quartz throughout this rock. That's where all the gold hides. It goes all the way up. Right there, all quartz. Last time I was here, the water levels were way too high and the current was super fast. It was almost too fast to get in, so I decided to come back after summer. Now the water levels are much lower, the current is calm, the water's clear. This is the best time to come. I think I'm gonna go take the truck on some trails and then we'll make a late lunch. I just had to get here before it got too dark because as much as I love golden hour, this particular spot is best midday so that the sun hits the water and you get that beautiful emerald blue green. But it's just like magical up here. It's so pretty.
luminous and vibrant. I'm always in bloom for you. Always in bloom. Always in bloom for you.
I had to stop and hop on the paddleboard before I head back to camp and make something to eat because I found another lake that is basically empty and it's so beautiful out. It's got a rocky bottom, so I'm not sure how many fish are in here. I found that the lakes that have the best fish are the really muddy bottoms with a bunch of growth. So I'm not gonna fish here, but I came up here with the paddleboard and it was basically empty except for a little group of girls just jumping into the water, enjoying the summer before it's over, and it's just so nice up here. Those are the best days when you're just enjoying life. But you might have noticed I only have like a partial paddle. And that's because, well, the paddle broke. I think that's gonna stop me from getting on the lake with a partial paddle. Heck no. Soon it's gonna be covered in snow and I won't be able to get up here. I'm pretty sure I only have about 2 weeks left before the cold weather starts rolling in. Not that I'm like not super excited for that. I'm actually planning on heading further north. I'm gonna drive into Canada this time. So stay tuned. If you live in Canada, say hi because I'm coming back. I think it's time to head back and make something to eat. I might hit a few trails before I do, before it gets too dark. Wish me luck.
There's something to be said about the quiet spaces like this one. Society is so full of nonsense. One problem after another. Problems that keep you on a hamster wheel. Out here, there's no one to bother you. No sense of time. No problems to sort.
Once you come to a place like this, you'll do anything to come back. It's my favorite time of day, golden hour. Thought I'd try to catch a fish before it gets too dark, but I'm just catching all the little baby guys, trying to get a free meal before dinner. I am too. Think I'm gonna catch anything? He's tiny. Why don't I always catch the little shrimps? Oh, he got himself off. Oh, baby. But he's tiny. Stop it! These little buggers. They're just trying to get a free meal. He got off. He bit it. It's gone. I'm so disappointed right now because I almost reeled in a monster fish. I could see it right at the surface of the water. It's over 1.5 feet long. Maybe 2 feet. 3 feet? Okay, that's a little too fishy. Starting to understand where all those fishy Loch Ness monster stories come from. 1 foot turns into 3 foot, turns into 50 foot. Okay, let's be real. It was about 1.5 feet long, but it was a monster. Next year, I think I'm gonna upgrade to a snorkel and a harpoon, but at least I got a beautiful golden hour. Time to go set up camp. It's getting late. See, the bird says, "Go home, Hannah." Time to make some food. Late lunch turned into early dinner. Going up. There she goes. Up, up, and away. And the lights on. Get all my pillows. I tuck them down here so they don't fall on the floor when I'm off-roading. Woo. Welcome inside. Okay, question of the day. If I could make my diet consist of 2 staples, what do you think they would be? If you've been watching for a while, you already know one. So you have an advantage, and that's, it starts with a P, ends in an A. It's 4 letters. Pizza! The second staple though would be, it's also 4 letters long too. Taco! I guess that's 5 letters. Tacos. I love tacos. Tonight I'm making tacos. They're not just any tacos though. They're very tasty tacos, but they're quite simple. So let's get started. I'm gonna move you down here though so you can actually see the ingredients. A lime, tomatoes, avocado, red peppers, and green peppers. I just know them as the really hot peppers. Onion, cilantro. There's no taco in my diet that does not consist of lime on top. Some Roma tomatoes, onions, holy onions. Something about tacos just makes you really embrace summer. Cilantro, the avocado. Oh, perfect. Serrano peppers. They're going right on top for heat. There's a lot of seeds in there. The spicy. This is Fear Factor tonight. The hottest peppers you can eat, Hannah's Truck Camper are. Not Serranos. Let's rinse this off. Open this up. If you haven't noticed, I never show cleaning up because I really hate cleaning up. Okay. Hannah's Taco Bar. I'll be back in a wee minute. I have to turn on the propane. That was easy. Toast the tortillas. Would you look at that? Some homemade guac. This is my tortilla warmer. That's so good. Just gonna heat this up. Beef barbacoa. You can make your own, but for camping, it makes it a lot easier if you just buy the pre-made. And then add all your delicious fixings. Guac. Look at those tacos. Looks so good. Okay, are we ready? It's delicious. This baby is wet. I should have doubled my tortillas, but I'm gonna finish eating my tacos and then I'm gonna jump in the shower for a very nice long hot shower and then go to bed early because tomorrow I have to get up at the crack of dawn. And so for now, I'm gonna sign off and say goodnight. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Good morning. Time to air down. I call this the La Sierra. Let's check it out. Check out that view. Let's go. I'm not too afraid of heights anymore. That's a cliff. Buddy! Don't let your tire go off the road here. Here's proof that you can slide through tight spots in a full-size rig. She slid right on through so that I could get here. And now I'm at the OffGrid campsite. The campground served as a perfect way for me to re-up on supplies so I could spend an extended period of time out here, relax, unwind, and enjoy nature for all its beauty. And just enjoy all the quiet, really. It's so quiet here. I think there's a bird yelling at me. I guess I'm being too loud. I'm in this little cove, which makes it a little bit more private. Honestly, off-grid camping is usually quieter and there's less people around, but you'd be surprised. Some areas still get really busy, so you have to find a spot that nobody else is around. And this one is perfect. Probably gonna have to level out a little bit later. Yeah, she's a little crooked. Not my idea of level, but I'll fix that later. I just think it's funny in the camping world, you're either a level sleeper or you're not. Which one are you? I wish I could stay out here forever, but in reality, I'll stay out here until my supplies run out. And then once that happens, I'll head to a campground nearby, re-up, catch up on work, whatever I need to do, and then head back out to another adventure in a beautiful remote area.
Remember, don't forget to find happiness in the simple things, because eventually you'll look back and realize they were the big things. Don't let your lack of time be the reason that you miss all the right moments in your life.